Okay. Okay, guys, today's topic is about traditional education. Okay, about universities and my story with universities and with the traditional system education. If I know what I if I know now, if I knew before what I know now, I would have saved a lot of wasted years in these classrooms that actually didn't serve me much. Okay? If you're trying to become a lawyer, if you're trying to become a doctor, you need a degree. If your profession that you're trying to do requires a degree, university degree, so you have to go for it. I mean, if it's by law, you need to do it, so you do it. But I'll tell you what, education is a lot more than just having a degree. Having education, an educated person, by definition, is a person that can acquire or can reach any goal of his desire without violating the right of others. This is an educated person. Educated person is a person that knows how to get where he wants to go, right? In the schools, in the traditional schools, in universities, they do not teach you how to be that person. They do not teach you nothing about who you are. They do not teach you nothing about, when I say who you are, I mean who you really are. Like, you're not your name. Okay, you're not your body. You're not your nationality. You know, you are a spiritual being that have an intellect, lives in a physical body. Okay, and the most important thing in all this puzzle is that you need to learn about your mind. This is the most important thing. You need to learn about your mind, and you need to learn that, and you need to understand that you are a spiritual being. Okay, that you have a spirit. And you need to understand how to reach your goals without violating the right of others, without being a scumbag, without being a thief, without being a virus. Okay. So this is education. They do not teach you this in the university. They do not teach you nothing about how to build confidence. They do not teach you nothing how to become a confident person, a self-reliant person. They do not teach you that. They teach you certain subjects, certain set of skills, so that one day you may graduate with a degree, with a piece of paper, and with some set of skills that will allow you to do a certain job. That's it. They want you to do a certain job. They want you to be good enough to do a certain job and dumb enough to not question anything else. Like, most people live their entire lives not questioning anything, living from having a job 9 to 5, or having a mediocre life, a life that they do not want to live, will never question, never have the audacity nor the strength to actually go look and push and find answers and try to go where they want to go. Okay? Life is about progress, it's about improvement. But people are so trapped because they have been trained in the system to think a certain way, and they're so trapped that that's it, that's the only thing they know. You have been trained. If you have been in the educational system for a while, you have been trained to think a certain way, to operate a certain way. Okay? I mean, I can expand a lot more on this subject, but I want to make the video short. So, my experience with the educational system. After high school, I didn't know what to do. I had no idea. I was lost. I've been in the educational system, in the traditional education system, for many years, and after high school, I'm an 80 years old man, young man, and I have no idea about what I want to do in my life. So guess how good was the educational system? They taught me a little bit about mathematics, about physics, about some, But there was a guy, I remember, there was a certain a person in the school that you go to for orientation. Okay, I didn't go to see nobody, but there was a guy. I think there was somebody that you go to orient you, to help you orientate your life. Somebody who's making a minimum wage. He's gonna actually help me orientate. He's gonna orientate me and help me find my path in life and succeed. This is a guy that has been making the minimum wage salary during his entire freaking life. This is how strong is the educational system. So anyways, after that high school, I did what you call the exam of the high school. I redid it again, but this time in Spanish, in the Spanish high school, Spanish, so I can get access to Spanish universities. I did that. So after that, I applied for the visa, and I have my story about how I traveled from Morocco to Spain. You can check out that video. So after I got that visa, I came here, and I still didn't know really what I wanted to do. So I just chose something random, right? I chose mechanical engineering. I chose mechanical engineering because I thought that they were gonna teach me something about cars, and I like cars. Young men who like cars, but that was it. Really, I didn't know, and my family didn't give me any orientation either. My family just gave me the advice of, you know, do something that's gonna secure you a good job, a good profession, like doctors, lawyers, engineers. It's either engineers or doctors. You know what I mean? This is the top. And you know, like complete ignorance. But anyways, so I did that. What did I say? I did mechanical engineering. Actually, sorry, I came here. I didn't do mechanical engineering. What I did first, it was computer science. I just signed up for that university. I didn't even go to university. I went a few times. I was partying the whole time. I was 19 years old, very young, here in Spain, and coming from Morocco. I was just partying. Honestly, I went to the class a couple of times. I didn't like it. I didn't understand shit because I was studying in a city called Granada, and they speak in a very fast way. And at that time, my Spanish was not that good, so I didn't understand what they were saying. And on top of that, it was so boring. I found myself with a bunch of geeks, bunch of guys with no confidence. And I was I was training at that time. I was an athlete. You know what I mean? So suddenly I found myself with a bunch of people that never stepped their foot into the gym, and they're weird. And I didn't like it. So I never came back. I was out there partying. Anyways, after that, I switched to mechanical engineering, and this time I did mechanical engineering for 3 or 4 years. So because this time I said, shit, I cannot be a loser. I'm gonna study. I'm gonna get that degree, mechanical engineer. It's about cars. But then I figured out that have nothing to do with cars. I really hated it. I really didn't like it. But at the same time, I was trapped because I didn't know what to do. Should I just quit and be a loser? What do I do? You know, what do I do? I just drop university? What am I gonna do without a degree? Because this is what they teach you, that without a degree you have no future. If you don't have a degree, that's it. Nobody's gonna hire you. What are you gonna do? You can do whatever the fuck you want. What do you mean you're gonna do? You can learn anything you want to learn. You do what you love to do. You figure out what is it that you love to do, and you become the best at it. Is anybody's gonna stop you from achieving that? No. So after that, I stopped. I dropped out from that university because I had enough. At this time, I was already starting to study self-development. I was studying Bob Proctor. I was getting some courage, some knowledge, and I said, fuck this, I'm gonna do something related to sports because I like sport. I was still trapped in the same pattern of thinking. I was still thinking the same way. I said, I'm gonna study something related to sport. I didn't want to just, risk 100% and get out. And because at the same time, I was an immigrant here, so I needed to study something in order for me to have my my residency permit, as a student, because I was here in Europe as a student. I couldn't just quit suddenly. So, but I dropped out and I went to work in Ibiza. I went to work to gather some money. And I remember all my friends at that time, all of my friends, when I decided I'm gonna drop out after 4 years at that university, they were like looking at me like crazy. Like I'm the crazy one. Oh, what are you gonna do? You're crazy. My family was so much against it. Everybody was against it. I said to them, like, listen, I had enough. I was actually getting depressed. I was actually not happy. And so I said, listen, I'm gonna bet on myself. I never worked. I did some few small jobs. But I said, listen, I'm gonna go to this place. I don't know nobody there. I'm just gonna go find a job. Somebody told me that you can make money because if you know languages, you can make money over there. So I went there, and I actually made some money. At that time, I made around 10K. It was enough for me to sign up into this other university. And that was another mistake that I made. So I went there, I gathered that money, and I went to sign up to this university that is sports science. I remember at that time, before making that decision, I talked with my father. I told him, what do you think? Should I go to this university and do this, or should I go to this other city? And I heard in this other city there were some MMA gyms. I wanted to start MMA, continue my fighting career and restart my fighting career. And And my father told me, no, it's better to have a degree. So I got some fear. And I said, listen, you know what? Maybe it's better to have a degree. I'm gonna go get that degree real quick, and at the same time keep doing, BS. I went there, but this time I was wiser. I was more courageous. I went there. I swear to God, I lasted 3 weeks in that university. I paid the money, and it was like almost half of what I had. And I went to a complete different city that I didn't know nobody there. I had to start my life from zero, look for a job, look for a flat. I was for a room. Actually, I was sharing a room with some people, and I signed up to this university. I signed up. At this time I was already like in my 20s. So I signed up to this course. It was 4 years. I went there, like, man, I realized that it's a trap. It's like they're gonna keep me there for 4 years studying, and most of the things that I was going to study had nothing to do with actually building a business, with actually building, the life that I wanted to live. It was just a bunch of vague information. They teach you a little bit about this, a little bit about that, a little bit about this, a little bit about that, and they teach you about subjects that actually has nothing to do with sports. So I just dropped out. I had enough of the system. I just dropped out. I decided to drop and just work for myself. I kept working, kept training, and at that time I started an Amazon business. I decided to start an Amazon business while I kept training. So the idea is this: is that if you want to go to university, it's fine. If you need that degree, it's fine. But do not be trapped in the idea that you need a degree to succeed in life. Like, if you are going to even find a job, find work, or have clients, people care about the results you are going to bring. They care about the results that you are going to bring. They do not care about your degree. I used to hire people in the company I was managing. I didn't look at the degrees. I was managing a marketing company, had a sales team, retention team, administration team. The last thing I looked was a degree. Actually, the people with a degree, they were the most stupid in my experience, because they relied on the degree. They thought that because they had a degree, that's it. I'm not going to give you the respect. I don't give a shit. Show me what you can do. Can you do this? Can you make a sale? Sell me this pen. Show me how you organize all the tasks that I need to do in an efficient way. You're going to make my job easier. Show me what you can do about marketing. Show me a campaign. You have a marketing degree. Show me what do you do? How many campaigns did you do? How much money are you going to bring to me? I'm not going to hire you just because you have a marketing degree and you think you're the shit. Do you know what I mean? This is what the system programs you. Programs you to stay weak and stay stupid. You're wondering, you're running around with your little degree and you think you're the shit. You're not nothing. You don't know nothing. Life advances so fast. Things progress so fast that your degree is already outdated. You need to learn again. And this is the thing. So if you want to have a degree, great, go for it. If it's necessary for you. But you need to know that you're going to have to learn more. You need to learn how to become a person of value, and you need to learn how to bring money for any company you're going to work with. The company is going to hire you because you're going to bring money to the company, not because you have a degree and you have a pretty face. Okay, maybe if you have a pretty face, they can use you as for something, but I don't know. So this is the idea, guys. I don't want to make this video too long. I could speak about this subject for hours. But if you have any question about this, write me in the comments. Check out my Instagram. I show my daily routine, the routine that's gonna build you up as a person. It's gonna give you confidence. It's gonna help you create the best version of yourself. And if you are operating as the best you're gonna crush it anywhere you want to go to. So peace. See you in the next one.